list as early as tomorrow. Joey Wendell leads off. Walker's first pitch is fouled away, and we are underway. Wendell looking for his line, gave up a 3-run homer to Brandon Drury, but nothing else in 6 innings. Wendell pops one foul, backing out of play, and it's 0-2. Walker picked up. And Wendell goes down swinging on the splitter. Taijuan Walker, 3 pitches, has a strikeout to start his day.
3 pitches. First one fastball by him. Second pitch an early.
4 for 13 in this series, including a couple of doubles. But he had an embarrassing moment yesterday in the 10th inning. The Marlins. But then he was picked off second base by Tomas Nido, and that really turned the tide in the game. Extra innings are so different to tie or maybe to win the game in the bottom of the inning, and that's exactly how it transpired. 1-2 to Birdie. 1-2 coming. And it's a little looper into shallow right that'll fall for a base hit for John Birdie. So Birdie gets the splitter and dumps it into right field for a 1-out single.
You know, we're trying to really.
Garrett Cooper at the plate. First pitch to him is a fastball for a strike. Cooper just 1 for 3, DH'd yesterday. And that slider just missed down. The ball and a strike. Walker fortunate to hit the runner, otherwise that could have been rattling around in right field. That one runs in on Cooper and clicks off the bat, a foul ball way back to the dugout. Fastball misses high, 2-2. So Birdie not moving at all against. Slide step and it's grounded to short, should be 2. Lindor, Biggiorme, and on to first, double play, side retired. Had himself a unique day yesterday. Single, double, home run, catcher's interference. It was. Congratulations, Jesus.
The bigger question for me is that, you know, the history of the catcher interference comes from so many years ago when catchers occasionally would put their glove out to stop a hitter in the early 1900s from swinging the bat because it was too much of a.
And I think catchers today are also encouraged to get as close.
Yeah, in a Game 7 situation, and we have a catcher's interference, and the game ends on.
Well, end to a World Series game.
Yeah.
3-2 to Aguilar, and he struck him out with a fastball. Second strikeout for Taijuan Walker.
He's back.
Here's Jesus Sanchez. And he's stepping out of the box as Walker throws him a first pitch curve. Can't just request time.
His baseball instincts are concerned.
Well, the fact that he got thrown out at the plate and rather than going halfway and making sure he could score, he went back to tag up, which eventually. Walker gets it in on him. It's popped up, and Taijuan might have to play here, or will it be Nido? It's Nido stepping in front of the bigger man. I've got the. Of course, it's hard when you have big hair. Sometimes it just falls off.
If I had his hair, I'd be taking my hat off.
Catch the cap before he caught the ball. Brian Anderson, who was chastising himself, produced the Mets' tying run in the 10th. And he fouls off the slider from Walker, 0-2.
It was a perfect
run. Is you got to keep the ball in the infield. And Anderson knew that.
Yeah.
1-2. But you're right, with Nido going, it's not the way that the Marlins would have preferred. Fastball on the outside corner, strike 3 call. Walker picks. Brian De La Cruz leads off in the 3rd.
Cubs are playing the Dodgers
from the injured list. De La Cruz 3 for 8 in this series, had 3 doubles in the Marlins win on Friday, installing 7, 8, and 9 in the order. And the fastball beats him upstairs, and De La Cruz is a strikeout.
Jets team with all the young talent, not just this year, but last year. What's it been like very early on to be a part of the core that's supposed to turn things around?
No, it's been great, man. You know, it's a blessing, first off, to be in this position. It's one of the things you.
What was it about the connection with the Jets, the coaching staff, the scheme that made you feel like this was the place you wanted to be?
Everybody has a staff, everyone has a front office, but as soon as I got here on my visit, I was like, oh yeah, this is different. You know, I don't care what happened in the past. I could just tell it was different. You know, as soon as I felt that, I asked if there's areas around here that has some land on it so I can live, and they're like, yeah. And I said, yeah, all right, coach.
Different about these people. What is different about Coach Saleh in particular? Everybody talks about what a player's coach he is. As Taijuan Walker makes a great defensive play there, 2 away for the going to be a transition, though, when you get to the NFL. What is your expectation for what that jump's going to be? What's going to be the big...
So I don't like to look at myself as a rookie. I like to, coach, give me what you need. What do you need me to do? Like, I'm going to attack it because the way I see it, I'm behind, and that brings the results.
Well, we're looking forward to watching the process and hopefully seeing those results in the near future. Jets haven't had a great... All right, Gary, back to you.
By the way, Steve, it did not escape notice that yesterday when you decided to dress up for the big day yesterday, there was nothing subtle about it. Jacob Stallings fouls one back, and it's 3-2.
A rare
Enjoys football practice.
It's the games.
On the outside corner, got him looking. Walker's been picking off that outside corner with regularity early on. That's 5 strikeouts, first time through the order at Citi Field.
Bethesda Fountain.
Curveball from Taijuan Walker in for a strike to Joey Wendell as base runner against each. Each erased on a double play. And Wendell is drilled, and he'll go to first base. He's got 5 this year. Birdie at the plate. And he gets a first pitch slider and fouls it off. 0-1. Birdie blew. And Birdie fouls off that slider, and it's 0-2.
You kind of get your mark, where you're going to throw it next time. This gives you a nice kind of peek over there.
3 sliders in a row to Birdie. Now the fastball is fouled off.
One of the things that
Shorter lead this time. And Birdie grounds one through the hole, and he's got his second hit of the day. Wendell stops at second. So Birdie a couple of right field hits, and Walker just can't figure out how to get. And Walker crowds him with a fastball inside, ball 1. Excellent speed with Wendell at second and Birdie at first. That's a ground ball in the hole, and Lindor will go to second when it gets the out there on the first double play. Oh, wow. Play was to get the lead man. Never dreaming that he'd have a chance to turn 2.
Well, they probably had a discussion from yesterday when he didn't get back to the bag, Escobar. So he got back there. There was a play. It was hit so sharply. That's why Lindor thought he had a chance, and he knows he.
At second, you got a pretty good chance to get Cooper at first in any event. Off the plate to Aguilar with the slider, and it's 2-1. And Aguilar goes after the splitter and misses, and now it's 2-2. Grounded to Lindor, 2-hopper this time, and he gets the jogging Aguilar to retire the side.
Guillorme made the play. Now, 2 things had to happen there to Guillorme. Either he got great direction from is late to get to the plate, and you'll make the play.
I mean, you wouldn't think there was any chance of throwing out. That made the play possible, and it doesn't take away from the play. Guillorme made an incredible throw and McCann a great tag.
Baseman, if you're really smart, is before you go out to get that relay, Gary, you take a peek tagging up. Those are the little things you do before you get in position.
Changeup misses, and it's 3-2 to Sanchez. Anderson. And Sanchez down on the splitter. Walker with strikeout number 6.
No matter who's up.
Here's Anderson caught looking on a fastball his first time up, and he takes a first pitch sinker first. Still trying to get himself on the right foot. Slider misses just outside. It's 1-1, and Walker's just right.
Doesn't overthrow either.
Grounded slowly down to third, and Escobar sweeping to his left. 2 out.
In a day, that split finger is always going to be his best pitch. But whatever's working of his other pitches, he will lean on. We've seen games where he's been slider heavy because it's
ball that he just threw to De La Cruz. And another one. This one in for a strike, and it's 1-1. Time up. He's also working at a rapid pace.
Pitching until now.
Checking all the boxes.
Yeah, he is.
Might get him back to the All-Star game. Changeup fouled off. De La Cruz struck out his first time. Fouls this one off the right side, and that'll go out of play. Reached for and poked into shallow center field, and out goes Guillorme to get it, and that retires the side. Guillorme got a nice break on that ball going back. The movie version of Hair.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Miguel Rojas hits one on the ground. Lindor to his left, spins around and throws him out. Made that one look easy. Routine play for Lindor the way this day is going. And that's the first out in the 6th.
You know what we've noticed about Francisco?
Now for Francisco. There's Jacob Stallings. Takes a breaking ball outside. Stallings took.
Meet the Mets.
Fly ball, right center field. Back in the gap goes McNeil. And he runs it down shy of the warning track. 2 out to a finesse pitcher. And Wendell takes curveball for a strike, 0-1. And that fastball sails outside. And pounds that one into the ground. Well, too much. 1-2 coming. And the splitter fouled at the plate.
It would stop him from being able to throw as many strikes as he wanted.
On one hop, Lindor handles this one. Lindor having himself a nice day in the field behind the scene as head coach at LIU. Tonight at 11 right here on New York's very own. John Berti takes a breaking ball in his career against Taijuan Walker. And he lines this one to left field. On comes Canna, and it'll drop in front of him for a base hit. Berti takes a turn at first and holds on there. He is 3 for 3 and now grounded into double plays. And there goes Berti, first pitch, throwing from his knees is Nido, and Berti arrives safely. His 27th stolen base of the year. Big hole on the right side for Cooper. It should be trying to go that way, and it's taken outside of 2-0. And that's inside to Cooper, and now it's 3-0. Walker behind on Cooper, 3-0. And there's a strike. 3-1 coming, and Cooper carves one foul, and it's 3-2. Guillorme moving toward the bag at second. 3-2 coming, and the slider outside for ball 4. And the Marlins of the first 2 men. And he leans back from an inside fastball, ball 1. And that splitter misses just inside, 2-0. In the air to center field, Nimmo angling in. Berti goes back to tag. Nimmo makes the catch, but Berti's going nowhere. And that's the first out. Hit it out of the ballpark. And he takes a big rip. That was his 3-run homer cut. Lindor keeping Berti close at second base. And Sanchez pops it up. Infield fire will be called. The batter is out. And Lindor squeezes it. Just once I'd like to see them let it drop.
Players are not great with the rules.
Brian Anderson takes the pitch high and inside for ball 1.
6th inning in a big moment.
Tie the game at the time. There's a strike. Walker ground out in the 5th. And Anderson swings over the splitter, and now it's 1-2. 1-2 coming to Anderson. And that just missed. Splitter down, and it's 2-2. 2-2 to Anderson. And he just got a piece of the slider to stay in the at-bat.
So he went for door. He goes.
Away with the fastball, 3-2.
So that pitch from a pitch.
3-2 to Anderson. And a half swing. He went around strike 3. He went to the splitter on 3-2, and he gets.